We're still pre-game, so we're mostly kind of just derping around, setup and everything right now. But once we get into it, I'll be replying to messages more so in text because don't want to interrupt the flow.
Welcome, guys, gals, non-binary pals. It's me, your host with the most, Dr.JWolfenstein, and today I bring you another beautiful episode of the Seas of Vodari, episode 61. We are moving on down the line. John Henry, he can keep us right in time. For those of you who get the reference, you're awesome. For those of you who don't, well, history books are good for more than just burning. Anywho, we are currently in the beautiful city of Vodari. And one day my prince will come and this shit will load. Bastard.
Get fucked. I'm not talking the USS get fucked. Just get fucked.
If I ever get the chance to rename the ship.
You don't.
The Vessie's fuckery. No. We just need to name the ship Shenanigans.
Why? So we can pistol whip the next guy who says it?
Yeah.
Just sending gun there.
There you go. But thank you, everybody.
Pistol whip the next person says Shenanigans. Hey, Joey, what's that
shit
place like?
Oh, you mean Shenanigans?
What's that new ship on the dock called? Oh yeah, you mean Shenanigans? Whack!
Well, sounds about right. I desperately need a 4th and 5th and 6th monitor. I have too many places to look for a chat. Well, and
I just need a 3rd monitor. Fuck yourself.
3rd monitors aren't hard, but yeah, no, I definitely need more monitors.
Look, he's just trying to do that whole Sonic Batman bullshit from fucking The Dark Knight.
I don't want to spy on people. People are boring and gross.
I was talking about the fact that there was like 100 monitors there.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I know how they did that one. It was actually kind of dumb, but no, I want 6 monitors. You know, one for the mains, one for the books, one for all the streaming stuff, the one above the mains for all the chats, and the one to the left and right for other references and photos I gotta pull up, or maybe I'll do the TikTok chat on one and the shared chat on the other. I've got plans. I could use 6 monitors. I think I need to talk to Zydax or some like professional gaming gaming computer company to make me my shit and see how much I could actually get away with.
Fuck that.
And then
just
you're
get
also
hard
gonna
light.
have to look into the HDMI situation where that for the splitters and everything too.
Well,
Just
I'd
gotta-
need 2 graphics cards for sure.
Just get a fucking
really.
hard light projector.
Yeah, but a projector still is not enough. It's only 1 extra monitor.
I said a hard light projector. That way you can do the whole fucking sci-fi thing of making multiple screens.
I mean, yeah, but they'd be small. I don't want them small. And the
Just
only
remember,
space
if
I
you
have
light
for
it-
a projector would be behind me. Because I have a sheet for it and everything.
Remember, if your light equipment is hard for over 4 hours, you should seek medical equipment or medical help.
If my light equipment is hard for more than 4 hours, I should seek light equipment. Got it.
I should seek more light equipment.
I am not wording today, okay?
I mean, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Fuck
English.
no, you should have heard me earlier just trying to remember the fucking quote.
And here he goes trying to remember it again.
The water of
Oh my god, that quote.
the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. There we go.
There you go.
Oh my
Took you
god,
5
everything
tries, but you got there.
everything closed. Why did everything close? Oh god. Welcome to the Scuff channel, where we're just fucking scuff all the time.
Listen, it's not going to be a good stream if there's not a little scuff.
I mean, you know,
It's true.
seems like it.
No, what are you talking about? Snuffing people?
Not snuffing, scuffing. My whole thing just went kaputski.
Well, I added that, Emil. So
No
and
worries.
Clearly, he saw it. So if he does,
If he
show up,
shows,
then
if he shows, great. If not, that's fine.
Yeah.
The show will crack
Either
on.
way, we'll get things done.
We'll be here.
Thank you for the bites, Apex.
Go nom 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 nom.
Because I can
Yes,
see
sir.
that in my chat. Alright. So, last time on the Seas of Vodari. I mean, kind of works. It's like Italian. It's like Venice.
Venice.
I mean, it
but
really
it doesn't
is.
It doesn't exactly match with the music you have playing right now.
True. Because it's an exciting festival. La Festivale. And there is some guy here who wants to be buried in his mother's pasta sauce. We don't know who he is, and we don't know why it is, but we know he exists somewhere. Also,
Listen, if the pasta sauce is good enough that you want to die by it, I want to try that pasta sauce.
oh yeah, no.
I thought he was talking about dying first and then getting buried in it.
I mean, either way, like, if you want to be buried in a pasta sauce, what caliber of pasta sauce is that? I've never
the
had
good
a pasta sauce that good, and, you know, my
Really, you've never
godmother
been to
can
Italy.
cook her ass off. Like, and my grandma could have cooked her ass off. May she rest in peace. But I've never had a pasta sauce that good.
Mm.
However,
Well, I hear the Italian chefs that make it are they're very good at it.
Oh,
Did you hear about the Italian chef that died? He passed away.
I fucking hate you. We start this fucking early in the session. Give me 20 minutes into the session before you start pulling that bullshit.
I mean, I gave you at least 12 minutes into stream. We've been here in call for longer than you know.
I mean, that is true.
When I got into the call in the first place, it was just hitting 7.
Yeah, after you changing out your headphones.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
I was just double checking because I was like, wait a minute, all of a sudden we can hear an echo. So I was like, oh, okay, somebody's changing out their headphones.
I'm back.
So
Hey.
when last we left off, the Festivale. The Festival de Festival. Literally, this is the festival of festivals. Don't ask why. This is the city of Veraki, the city that never sleeps and always has something good going on. And so it is the Festival of Festivals, a 3-day festival of epic proportions encompassing the whole city. They've got games, they've got drinking, they've got food, they've got all kinds of fun chicanery and shenanigans. The first competition that was seen by mortal men this year was the team cannon event, in which our beloved party placed, I believe, 3rd.
4th on that one.
That's right. You finished just out of the top.
Yeah, it was
top
4th
3.
in cannon. I was 2nd in bow.
You were 2nd in bow. Niata was 3rd in crossbow.
We won the.
Actually, no. I think you were 1st in bows. Yeah.
No,
First
the
in
one we
bows,
came in first was
second-
the.
I don't remember.
1st
Yes.
in bows.
You guys came
2nd
in.
in crossbows. No.
I think for both
I
archery
don't-
ones we came in
don't have
2nd.
Yeah, that seems right to me.
I think we came in 2nd for the last 3.
No,
day.
in the canoe race, you guys finished 1st. You guys managed to sneak out a win
No,
there.
we lost behind somebody. We lost behind somebody on the canoe race.
No, that's right. Yeah, no, we
won
haven't gotten
I
first
think it was Niafta.
Oh, right.
Niafta got 1st in the
Yeah.
crossbow.
Yeah.
Niafta got 1st in the crossbows. Skull got 2nd in the longbows. We finished 4th in the cannons. Finished 2nd in the race. Had to stop the 3rd and the 4th teams from killing each other.
And then the rest of us won on betting that the snake would take care of the issue.
And
they
did.
were right. And with a nat 20,
And,
booyah.
and
go.
Tiny Sensei decided to be the smartass that won the biggest pot by betting on magical intervention by snake.
Mm-hmm.
Magical intervention by snake. And I believe he did 3-1 odds on that one.
Yep, 3-1 odds.
And made the most moolah.
Granted, we still made a fair
Which the
bit of money
goblin was
ourselves.
very upset about because he had to shell out.
Well, that's how it goes.
Specifically, he had to shell out gold. Everyone else is fucking coppers and silvers, but no. We're sitting here like, money.
Yeah. We don't care about who sees our money. It's just like, hey, we have it. It's up to you guys whether or not you are stupid enough to try and take it.
We have the money. We have the money. We have the money.
Money.
I have a 5-gallon
So
bucket
like,
that's
money.
almost
We do
empty
need
of
that
jerky. I'm very sad.
Bro, I want more of the garlic pepper.
Yeah, wasn't that good shit?
Like, of all of them, that is the one that has me sitting here just like, I need more. I need more garlic pepper.
So just a heads up, we are not sponsored, but you can buy a 5-gallon bucket worth of jerky from Thompson's Smokehouse. It is a Utah-based company that makes jerky, and it is delicious. And they send you over 10 pounds of jerky in a 5-gallon bucket. So then you now also have a 5-gallon bucket, and it is delicious. And it's not that Jack Link's beef jerky shit that's all crumbled up.
Hey, don't be talking smack about the only jerky I know.
This jerky literally just has 2 big fucking meat slabs of jerky.
Like, the jerky is actually each piece of jerky is about as thick as a small steak.
Mm-hmm.
If it's
And
as
if you
big
buy
as
it
a
the
small
right way,
steak, it
it's
is a
something.
small steak.
Pretty much. But it's jerky. And it's delicious.
Now the real
Moving
question
on.
is, can I find more of the garlic pepper?
But there was also the small incident of Mojo and Curly getting beat up in an alleyway. Or in a
To be
party.
fair,
Why?
they beat themselves up.
True.
Okay.
They were drunk, they got in a fight, and then the people they
Somehow
started
they-
fighting managed to disengage, and then
Just kept fighting.
Yeah, they just kept fighting, mostly each other, it seems. Very
Perfect
Three
Stooges
Stooges.
fashion.
Exactly. And, of course, the captain has confined them to quarters for at least a day.
Yeah.
You know, confined them to the ship, saying, hey, you know, you guys can't seem to go out there and not get your shit rocked, so you're staying here.
Mhm.
And they are under the watchful supervision of Doc, Damage Obliteration Construct.
Mhm.
And he's a good little guy.
Yes.
A good little guy that violated a snake.
We don't talk about that.
We're talking about that.
Don't talk about
There
it.
is no war in Ba Sing Se. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
It makes the snake uncomfortable. Of course I'm going to talk about it.
Well, you better shut the fuck up, or he's gonna be doing things with those tentacles that involve calamari.
I mean, calamari does taste delicious. And if you really want something slithering down your throat that bad.
Wow.
Keep those fucking things away from
It
me.
does.
But anyway, it is night 2 of Le Festival.
We were on day 2. We haven't even started day. We have just finished day 1.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. Day 2, night 2, it's all the same 2. It all wears a tutu. And also, to those of you...
Trace Leches.
Now I want to Trace Leches cake. Anyway.
Sorry, I got a question for you, DM.
Hmm.
Will you give us a fuck it bucket?
I mean, you have a bucket.
We don't have a small portal.
Why would I give you a portable hole?
Just chuck it in the fuck it bucket.
Chuck it in the fuck it bucket.
Moving on.
I mean, technically, just because of the laws of biology, we all have portable holes.
Hey, you keep that away. You keep those fucking portal holes away from me.
I'm just saying.
You shut the fuck up, you gay ass fucking squid.
Now, who said I was gay? I bet I've had more poo-tang than you.
This
Probably,
is a fact.
considering Balor's a virgin.
This is a known fact.
So there you go.
So, the question
That's okay, Mel.
becomes...
We'll find you a nice snake lady.
The question becomes is what to do now, because on day 2, I would like 2 of you to roll for events. You can pick who.
I would like to roll one.
I'll roll the other.
What are we rolling?
It is a D100, baby!
Ooh. I hate
21
them.
and 32.
It's so scary.
They're basically just golf balls.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed they are. Alrighty. Beautiful.
Hey, Mitty, how's my boy?
Alright. So let's see here.
Bless you.
More coughs, but I appreciate it.
Shut up and get blessed, motherfucker.
I didn't say I didn't say no nothing bad. I just All right, let's see. Ugh. But as you all wake up, the day is, brought over by a massive sound of cannons and
Fireworks. People screaming.
oh yes,
People screaming.
it is quite the event, all things considered. And
Me over here still wanting to try the apple bobbing.
well, I mean,
I mean, you're the one that can unhinge your jaw. The guys
Okay,
must love you.
To be honest, I haven't even thought about that. That was not a thing I thought about until this exact point. Thank you for that traumatizing image, you motherfucker.
I mean, that was a particularly evil laugh there.
Trauma. Yay.
That was a well-earned evil laugh. You kind of earned that one.
I mean, However, the main event of the day seems to be something called the Masked Feast. Though you hear it called another name. You hear it called the Feast of the Fools. Now,
Okay.
what it seems to be is a massive event that seems to be taking place along inside this location here, which, looking at the book, number 8. So I need to pull up my map of the floating market. The floating market has been moved away to be just a giant set of stages. And has been cleared away to basically be one giant town square. Of course, there are the small little islands that make it up, but most of those are covered by the events as well. And this feast of this masked feast apparently is one of the staple events. From what you've been able to hear, is that the winners of this masked feast, and who knows how they score this thing, seem to be able to go and meet with the queen and the princess, and even get a seat at their table in the farewell feast that is on the last day. As that is when the queen and the princess are a part of the action. That is when they for sure show up. That is when they come and meet all the little people.
They say little. Not like they're fucking giants.
I mean, nothing, not that crazy, no craziness to be had here, no crazy. Allow me to put up the music, though.
At what time of the day does this, or is this an all-day event?
So this event starts at high noon.
Okay.
And it allows you to enter pretty much whenever, though the final vote, the participants must be there for. Now, the other events of note that that your group hears of is, of course, 21 is the drinking contest. Who can hold the liquor?
Who's got the highest constitution rating in our fucking party right now?
I mean, it's not like we actually have
Already better.
we can each take place. I got 14. So
I have a 16 in con.
doesn't mean I'm not going to try and drink you under the table. We already know who's going to win, but you know.
Yeah, we all know who's going to win, but it's a matter of who can actually get up to that point to try and challenge the bitch.
The question is who gets second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's not a question of who gets first, it's a question of who gets second. Hey, since she's a part of our crew right now, she wins. Do we get the street card for it?
Technically.
It's only there for reference.
Say that one more again, Niafta?
She is only there for reference.
Yep. How much alcohol would it take to kill a normal person? That much.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I have a spell I could have prepared today.
I mean, so far they have been very anti-magic, so I'm pretty sure if you were to try and use some spell to give yourself a boost, they'd find a way to neutralize it.
More than likely.
And so, you guys make your way there. And this particular drinking competition is hosted by, in this particular case, the Golden Galleon.
Where we've been staying. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess since we're out, we're docked in this town, so we generally don't actually need a fucking hotel. We can sleep on the ship.
Correct.
Well, yeah, no, I just mean previously we were staying in the Golden Galleon.
Correct.
Yes. Let's just hope that they have enough booze to fucking support this.
They don't.
Of course they don't. We know they don't. But nobody else knows that. Actually, how well is She of Cups known in this particular town?
I'm going to say yes.
She is known as the winner of this competition 2 years running.
Fair point. So she would be known on site then.
Oh, yeah.
You immediately see people deflating as they realize there's no way in hell they're actually going to win.
Actually, believe it or not, everybody is more pumped up.
People still gonna try, yeah.
That's a
People still gonna
challenge!
try. Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Just an excuse to get wasted.
Keep in mind, only you guys and Tobias know that she literally is cheating because she has been given a gift like this. Nobody else knows that she's just the immortal drunk.
I mean, technically that's not cheating. She's just making use of a gift she was given.
Correct.
Not necessarily cheating if she can't really control the fact that she can't get drunk to the point of death.
But again,
So anyway,
nobody knows.
No.
Nobody but you guys even knows that's a thing.
So we can get up to second place and forfeit, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, you can get up to second place and just keep drinking yourself into a stupor if you want.
Yeah, I'm a pass because I'm thinking I'm going to need a little bit more coherency during the day's events, especially if I want to be sitting at that fucking table with the princess.
Oh, I'm sure there's enough I'm sure there's enough healers around that if we get too drunk, they'll just cast a spell or two and get us right as rain for the next event.
Actually, that is a question. Can Lesser Restoration cure being drunk?
Technically, because it's similar to the poisoned condition.
We're
So there
drinking,
we go.
boys. We're drinking, boys, and I may have to burn a second level spell slot to get out of this, but we're doing it.
Frankly, if you drop enough lay on hands, you could cure it too.
What if they start watering down the liquor as the competition goes, and she starts getting sick?
Well, I mean, as long as there's still alcohol content to it, should be fine. And even then, she can drink regular water.
Yeah, but she cannot stop drinking alcohol in bed. I mean, she's gonna have a lot in her system.
Yeah, but even then, if it's watered down, it's still alcohol. It's just not as good alcohol. And we all know if it gets to that point anyway, she's just going to swap to her endless flask of booze.
Mhm.
But as you arrive, the beautiful scenery that is the Golden Galleon has been set up. The stage is made of gold, or at least painted gold. And it looks like the actual beer steins are gold as well. And you can see several people are there, a whole crowd of people. And you realize the stage is actually, they're adding to it, as there are currently 4 trestle tables set up, and all 4 are full. And they're literally adding another stage so they can add another trestle table.
More tables. How many people are drinking today? How many people are dying today?
Probably less yes, but still yes.
A lot of people. Yeah.
Are there clerics on standby?
Actually, yes.
If anything, a part of me wants to see if there's any events for in the Thieves Guild.
Currently,
Not his avatar over here doing a fucking double take.
I honestly can't see what it's doing. But currently, you see 3 clerics who are dressed very interestingly. None of them are dressed like typical priests that you've seen. A lot of them are dressed kind of like Bacchus from Greek mythology. Or, well, that'd be Roman mythology, excuse me.
So it's they are drunk domain clerics?
Technically, it is Festus domain cleric.
So drunk domain cleric. Got it.
Clerics of the booze.
Clerics of the booze.
Sure.
All praise the mighty moonshine.
All praise the mighty moonshine.
Oh, you want to be
I'm
drinking
so-
moonshine? We could be drinking moonshine.
How about we not? I think at least some of the participants want to live to round 3.
Listen. Their version of Fireball is they just take a swig of moonshine, will put up a little flame spell on their thumb, and then just...
Wouldn't that actually be considered flaming hands or fire breath?
Yeah, fire breath. I'm thinking. Actually, no. I imagine for Fireball, they just have a little glass jug of moonshine with a fire enchantment on it. So when it breaks, fire goes off and just.
Molotov cocktail.
I mean, Fireball.
Turns out these guys are all isekai'd from fucking Texas and Alabama.
Now, you want the
Yeah.
good moonshine? You got to go to the backwoods of the Carolinas and Tennessee and even Louisiana down in the swamp. Because swamp water will fuck you right up.
Only you would know that.
You ain't wrong.
Me and a bunch of other people, fuck. Shit. They got
hoodoo, they got hoodoo, they got voodoo, they have things they haven't even tried.
No, they tried it.
They probably should drink it.
I promise you they tried it. I know I got cousins who make a moonshine so strong you can peel paint with it.
Goddamn. Anyways, moving on. So the clerics are Festus domain clerics, and there's 3 of them.
Indeed. To those of you who are not purchasing the Griffin saddlebags of epicness, Festus domain clerics worship gods of eating and drinking. They also know to promote the value of a good meal as much as they do the joy of sharing it with friends. As A follower of this domain, you believe that a good feast can be enough to settle most wars. You may know this firsthand. Perhaps your life has been marred by poverty and survival with spoiled scraps, or maybe you've been blessed with lovingly cooked meals and the joy of a full stomach. Regardless of your origins, you recognize the magic of a good meal and the power it has on a person's spirit and well-being. Through your passion and devotion, you see mealtime as a joyous way to worship the magic of food and your chosen deity. You are a capable chef with an appreciation of all food, both good and bad. You know that a foul meal can turn even the most veteran of stomachs against themselves, and have learned to harness that power for yourself. Like food, most people will like you at your best, but everyone will fear you at your worst.
Nice.
It is indeed wonderful. The Griffin Saddlebag is very good at creating some subclasses, and I really do like the Festus Domain flavor. Gives them a...
Considering they're basically clerics of partying, I'm sure one or two of them just has a spliff on hand.
Oh yeah, more or less. But with the clerics here, and you guys, now, just as a reminder, who exactly is signing up? Is it all of you? Is it one or two of you? Who is it?
I am.
I might as well give her a go. I can cast Lesser Restoration on myself and cure drunkenness, so we're good.
And what about you, fair Niafta?
What about more?
Are you going to get involved in the drinking competition, or are you just going to remain the sober?
Well, yeah, I have to, I'm the captain. I'm the designated driver.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta...
going to get to the feast.
Well, so, I mean, technically you're the designated GPS. The designated driver is the snake. Or me.
Actually, I'm
Yeah,
also a
but-
designated GPS. I can't get lost.
Mhm.
I always
Yeah.
know which way is north. You can spin me around even when I'm drunk, and I still know which way is north.
Yeah,
I think I have more chances at the eating competition than the drinking competition.
Indeed.
Fair enough. Either way, I said I was going to try and drink the snake under the table to their face, so I'm going to try and drink the snake under the table.
Yeah. So, as you begin...
Bring it on, hentai wannabe.
As you begin, the rules are very simple. Anyone... As you begin, the rules are simple. The rules are: you must drink more than you spill. You must drink or attempt to drink every drink placed in front of you. If you throw up, you lose. If you pass out, you lose. If you fall out of your seat, you lose. If you pass out on the table, you lose. If you try to shake someone else's drink free as they're drinking it, you lose. If you knock a drink over, you lose. There is plenty of rules, and most of them have to do with losing. Now,
Mhm.
What's the rule that makes you win?
Drink.
currently speaking,
Well,
If you can get to hitting drinks.
Yeah,
over your
currently-
drinking with
currently speaking, there are bets for who gets to second, who gets to third, and there is what is considered the long shot bet. With She of Cups being the winner of this competition 2 years running, the bookies are not going to let you bet on whether she wins or not. They will, however,
Yep.
let you bet on whether she loses. So if you believe she doesn't come in first place, then you can make bets on that. And you'd be surprised, Niafta, as you hear almost like 700 gold worth of bets against
Mhm.
She of Water winning. And
Yeah.
you're
Even She of Cups.
Okay.
oh yeah, She of Cups. But again, She of
Mhm.
Cups, it seems to be very... Nobody likes her. And even the competitors are betting against her winning. Also, there's no rule against betting if you're competing in the competitions, so long as you don't cheat. Now, everybody is searched for magic items that would up their fortitude or immunity. So in this case, amulets of the drunkard, anything or any kind of potion that would give you poison resistance or cure it. Now, you notice that there are a shit ton of dwarves in this competition. There's also a couple of Goliaths and other races that probably have good intestinal fortitude. You realize that there are servers who they've bunched all of them up at a table, at separate tables, and you hear the announcer saying that their drinks and everyone else's drinks are going to be different because there is a balance in alcohol effectiveness based on physiology.
I'm sitting with the dwarves.
Oh yeah, you're sitting with the dwarves. You're sitting with technically the skull here.
Skull and Valor are sitting with the dwarves. Niapta sitting with everyone else.
I'm a spectator.
Yeah, she's a spectator. However, you notice She of Cups is also sitting with you guys.
Looking over at She. Well, we ain't gonna beat you. We know that.
She smiles.
Okay. Can I bet on that She of Cups is going to win?
No, because it's already a pretty foregone conclusion that she's going to win.
But people is betting that she's going to lose.
Yes, everybody is betting that she's going to lose and not going to win. Like, people are betting against her winning. It is a long shot bet. It's a 10-to-1 odds that she does not win.
So, okay, let me get this straight. Just out of character-wise, people are betting for the negative, but aren't allowed to bet for the positive.
Correct.
Yes, because that's basically a foregone conclusion that she's going to win a third time in a row.
Okay, so when she wins, who gets the winning? Who gets the...
Nobody, other than the house.
So
the house
gets it.
Yeah.
So
You're literally...
But they're also trying to pay into one.
Hence why they allow a long shot bet. Now, if by some miracle she loses, whoever bets on her to lose is going to get fat stacks of money. Because remember, they're essentially betting a silver piece to win a gold piece. And so...
it's currently a pot of 700 right now, right?
At least 700 gold have been bet that she will lose.
Mind you, that is 700 gold, not silver.
Okay, so
indeed,
the thing hasn't started yet, right?
No.
And okay, so and just for sake of posterity, do we as competitors know what the final first prize is?
So the first prize is you not only receive the bragging rights of being the one who can drink the most, you are also, one thing you would all know about the prizes is all the winners of the various competitions are invited to the champions table. The champions table, being at the farewell feast, is literally a table of everybody who's won a competition, so long as it was official and recognized, which the cannon competition, the rowing competition, this competition, the Feast of Fools, and a few other competitions are all sanctioned and recognized events. Anyone who wins these events gets to sit at the champions table, and the champions table will get to meet the queen and princess.
Okay. I kind of like, she's sitting beside us, right?
Yep.
I would like to try and whisper to her to throw the match so that the crew can get a shit ton of money.
She leans in.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Saw that one coming.
Do you think that she's ever going to give up?
No, she's never going to give it up. I was trying to get us some money.
To bribe?
I was trying to get us some money. Let me have that.
However,
no, it's not about that. It's about the bragging rights.
Indeed.
Well, I tried to do
At
it.
least for her.
And you know what?
There is also the Golden Chalice, which is the official prize of the winner. The Golden Chalice, given away every year to a different champion. The Golden Chalice allows you to have a drink at every single bar and pub in the festival for free, but you must drink it out of the glass or out of the Golden Chalice. Also, at the end of the festival, if you sell the Golden Chalice back to the festival, because it is a very pricey item, they will pay you half of the total amount of money earned from the betting and from any drink sales throughout the festival. And you now realize where She of Cups makes her money.
Every year she comes here. All right, so this is going to be a year-round. This is going to be a yearly deal. Got it?
Well, again, She of Cups is poor, and so this is literally how she supports her money and survives from year to year.
All right, I'll
lifestyle.
I'll curl a finger over it towards Niafta. Put three on either. Put 3 on either me or Skull to make second, or third for that matter.
Okay. So it's gonna be either you or Skull make it second.
Okay. Deutsch, you can make that bet. It's currently 2-1 odds that the 2 newcomers will make second. The second place winner, last year, winning the Silver Chalice, which only entitles him to free drinks during the festival. Still a pretty chalice, worth about 100 gold if you sold it. He is a old dwarf. He is old and he is fat. Like, he's not stout like other dwarves. No. You would never call him stout.
We're like
we're over here trying to
stout.
outdrink Bacchus himself.
Yeah, we're talking Bofer from The Hobbit.
Ooh.
He's a big old chunky boy. And
Can't even fit into a fucking barrel.
You notice that his beard has channels. Like his beard and his mustache, he's literally shaved in channels, like in his mustache and his beard, that all lead to his mouth.
So he can't spill.
Or doesn't spill as much.
Can I take, like, I'm not gonna, my eyesight's pretty good, so from where I'm sitting, would I be able to closely inspect to see if his mustache and beard are waxed?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
They are indeed. And they are not
waxed.
They're not just waxed. It is a pristine wax. And you realize that, yes, he has prepped himself to prevent spillages.
I'm over here wondering if that's illegal, but there's nothing against, there's no rules against prep work, so.
I mean, technically, it's just maintaining his facial hair.
Yep. So what if he looks like a goober?
I kind of look over to Skull and say, hey, the thing hasn't started yet. There's no rule on prep work, so I grab my bottom jaw and just pull down, and you just hear the pop of his jaw.
The last one is called the Bronze Cup. It gets you 1 free drink at every drink stand in town. But the announcer, this particular one is actually a halfling. Gets up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round. It is time for the Great Chugathon! Hooray! Of course, you all remember last year's Queen of Alcohol, She of Cups. And she just smiles and waves in her drunken stupor, and just is waving.
No, We can all hear the boos silently being emanated from all the fucking contestants.
So yeah, on the dais, on the stages, there's the low like hiss that happens, but in the crowd, there's yeah, and
You have fans.
and the halfling kind of smiles. This year we have something very special, direct from House Tea Leaf, a brand new beverage, and he whips up a little piece of cloth and pulls it off the table, and you see a beer stein, and it is foaming. It is the cream of beers. And everybody, huh? What? And
beer that's been frosted would be creamy.
he smiles. This beer is made from all kinds of delicious things. The recipe is secret, guarded by House Tea Leaf, but it is delightfully delicious. There is an alcoholic and non-alcoholic version. For the kiddies, it is a very sweet treat. And for you competitors, it is the strongest beer that we have on tap. And this is what will be the exclusive drink for the dwarf and the high resistance tables. Yeah, she of cups like looks over. Huh? Like
Did
very.
she just fucking yeah?
Yeah, she just fucking meowed. She's just. And he smiles as he brings over the cup and hands it and sets it down in front of she. And in honor of her 2 years running victory, our champion will get to have the first ever cream of beer, sold and tested by non-House Tea Leaf taste tests. Go on, she, give it a taste. And
Sitting right beside her, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Would I be able to possibly roll a medicine check or nature check to see if there is any other ill-advised but not quite advertised effects of this beer?
Medicine will work.
Just from smell and sight alone is what I'm going for. 14.
It smells like sugar, alcohol, butterscotch, and butter.
It's fucking butterbeer from Harry Potter.
Butter beer.
I did not say those words in that order.
You didn't, but that's basically what it is, isn't it?
I did not say those words in that order. I confirm or deny nothing. However,
PSA to our viewers, he is saving himself for copyright infringement.
it
I
doesn't
mean, I'd rather
say.
not get any copyright strikes on my channels too. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. Although, not that I'm worried, they'll kill
Okay,
the Harry
so-
Potter franchise here soon.
Probably. So no,
So anyway,
there's
butter
no
of
ill
beer.
effects, no poisons, nothing I can smell or.
Aside from
See
alcohol, like this shit smells like rubbing alcohol, bro.
Oh damn, is she?
Like all the sweet flavors and all the sweet smells are literally used to mask the scent of alcohol. Like this is actually closer to pure grain alcohol than it is to beer.
So we're drinking ethanol.
I like
Got
it.
it.
basically,
Yep.
Drinking pure gasoline. Let's go.
And you watch as she grabs the cup and then like tilts her whole head back, and you just hear the
Does she spill a single drop?
nope.
With a prrr in the back, like.
Exactly. And no, not a drop is spilled, despite the fact that she actually goes horizontal. Like she leans so far back on her seat that it is only her legs under the table keeping her in it, as she is now a board. And then she
I'm
sits
kind
up.
of like, I kind of try to mimic that quickly, just like, huh?
And she sits back up. Wow. Good stuff. More. And everybody
Okay,
gets
so she still does know common. Good.
and everybody gets slammed down with a drink. And I would like both Skull and Valor Roll me a con save.
Oh fuck! I'm starting off bad.
I am also starting off bad. Fuck sakes.
On the plus
Can I get
side,
advantage for my poison immunity?
on the plus side, you guys pass. Oh
Oh, right.
shit!
First check's the easy one because it's usually DC 5, isn't it?
Usually, however, there are people who don't.
Holy shit!
Like you watch one dwarf, like he begins to chug this back, and he just keeps falling, and he just splash and falls out of his seat.
Oh no.
I would like to just say, like, in order not to spill a single drop, I actually pull my jaw outward a little bit so it stretches, and I just tilt it in like a funnel.
Nice.
I would love to see what the horrified faces of all the dwarves are.
Oh yeah, there's one or two people who like look at you like horrified. You notice that Mr. Funnel Face, he takes the hit to the head like she does and is looking to go for more.
I have a question now that we have Valor doing this.
Yeah.
Does anyone spill their drinks in confusion watching that?
Let me make a roll. Yes, actually, a bunch of the humans and tieflings and other such races at the other tables do, in fact, like, they look and they're spilling their drinks as they're looking.
I imagine one guy's probably vomiting at the sight of my fucking face stretching.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. The dwarves, however, seem to be made of sterner stuff. Also, the one Goliath who's sitting at the dwarven table.
Look, I'm just like, look, I don't want to spill on my armor. This shit was expensive.
You see the Goliath, not her face? Makes sense. Need to keep drink and armor separate. That is why I wear none. And she pats her chest that she's like just put wraps around to hide her modesty, quote unquote.
Respect.
But she is like naked from the waist up, aside from wraps to prevail modesty. However, next drink. Go.
Here we go again.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, you both are able to take on the drink, and you're not letting it get to you. You're powering through, chug, chug, chug. And you're like, yeah, I got this. Fuck these bitches. Yeah. And, roll again. As more people fall out of the match. Ooh. Skull, you just make it. You're starting to feel it in your bones. And Valor, you will have advantage on the next one.
Roll again?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh. All right. So, Valor, I need you to roll this is going to be a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
To make sure you don't spill the damn thing everywhere. Now, this is your first time you have to make a sleight of hand check, so it's not going to be too difficult. But every time you guys fail, you have one chance to catch yourself. All right, you manage it.
So I don't spill everywhere.
Nope, and you managed to get the drink down, but that is one tally against you. You are now starting to feel the effects of the alcohol.
I would like to... This is not classified as magic, but I would like to pray to my god for, I guess, strength.
Sure.
I'm not sure if that gives me... Would that be a religion roll, or would that just be hope?
That'd be charisma.
Charisma check.
Mm-hmm. You are a paladin.
21.
All right. Maybe something will happen, maybe not, but you feel better.
Let's go. No,
All right. That was round what? 1, 2, 3.
I think that was 4.
Yeah, that was round 4. So round 5.
Con save. Here we go. I'm normal on this one, so.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
20.
Alrighty. Skull with a 21. You get to roll with advantage on the next one. Valor with a 20. You get to roll with advantage on the next one. Because the DC was
probably close to 15.
Yeah, thereabouts.
I look over at Skull and I'm like, so what's that about drinking me under the table?
Haven't nearly dropped mine yet.
I lost my balance for a second.
You see, she is like double fisting drinks at this point. She's literally got one in one hand and just and got one in the other hand just
No one's surprised.
She like going back and forth.
Yep. And every time she drains one cup, they literally put another one in her hand almost immediately. Like she's literally got one official just like handing her drinks. That is all he is doing. And he's got like a tray of them next to him.
All right, here we go again.
Indeed.
Round 6.
Yep.
17.
All right, you both succeed.
Probably
Go
normal
again.
rolls in the next one.
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. So, Skull, you have to make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage. Now, it is the first time you make one, so there's that. Hey, you succeed.
With a 7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's good.
I have a +7 to my sleight of hand. I think I'm okay.
You dropped out of a nat 20 though. Damn.
Nope. But yeah, so Skull, you like are tipsy, and then you're like, oh shit, no, and then all your tentacles just click, and then you force it against your face. Roll
again.
Indeed.
How many people are left at this point?
So there's like 2 people at the non-dwarven tables. It's a tiefling who's like green in color, and then there's
Was he green before?
Yes. And then there's a gnome who is like sitting on the table.
I mean, upon technicality, that counts as still being in his seat.
And he is sitting like with his back to the table, and his feet are like on the stool that was provided for him. But he's just sitting up there drinking. Now at your table, it's actually more interesting. There's the 3 of you, She of Cups, obviously, and the others, and the 2 of you. Then there's the Goliath. Then there is last year's runner-up, and there are 2 other dwarves. One of which has pretty horrific burn scars across one side of its face. The other is a dwarven woman. However, her beard and mustache far surpass all of the men here.
I keep forgetting that dwarven women also have beards.
Yep, dwarves are the ones who go swimming with little hairy women.
Best quote in 2 Towers.
Dude, best quote in that whole fucking series. What the fuck? And it was a deleted scene. That's the worst part, is it's literally a deleted scene.
It is.
Like, bro, the best fucking jokes always end up on the cutting room floor, I swear for God.
I know.
All right, boys.
Normal roll for me?
Constitution. Ooh. Yes, normal roll for you.
Right, there we go.
Anyone?
All right, you guys just make it. All right, boys. DC 21 now.
Fuck.
I got 20. There's no way I'm gonna hit it again.
No. Yeah, I think you're fucked, man. Okay, God, here we go again. Fuck.
Ha!
I think we're both rolling sleight of hand.
Yep, and this time your DC is higher because you've already failed once.
I mean, this time I don't got to roll at disadvantage, so I'm at least okay with that.
Yeah, I think I fail.
Ooh, Valor. Unfortunately, due to the 2 fails of drink and then the fail of the sleight of hand, you go to lift it back, and you succeed, and as you go to lift it back, you drop it into your open mouth, and you and you have to lean forward or you'll choke to death. As you,
I will take damage to choke. I will take the damage.
I mean, tell you what. Roll me a Constitution check.
Fuck.
Nope, you vomit as you're trying to swallow the tankard and keep going, but you can't do it.
Fucking take the tankard down.
Yep, it's gross, and
Hey, I mean,
a lot of people just spew. You see coin changing hands. You were the first to spew in this competition.
Fuck. Well, I mean, to be fair, there was a tankard resting on my gag reflex. I think they kind of earned that one.
Yep. However, it is now down to she, the former runner-up, the female dwarf, the Goliath, and now Skull. And with there's nobody at the non-dwarven table. Even the gnome is like asleep. And you realize he's not just asleep, but he's hugging his tankard. And it's like he's like dangerously close to spilling it on himself. Like you can see there's like liquid that's sloshing every time he like breathes, but it doesn't manage to spill out of the cup. It is very interesting to watch. However, with it down to the last few people, the host smiles. All right, then, our finalists.
The host been drinking too? Goddamn.
I mean, you imagine. The last 5 of you. And he walks and he sets down a crystal glass in front of each of you. Skull.
Okay.
And he smiles as he fills it with a golden liquid. And I'm not talking about kind of golden. I'm talking this shit fucking sparkles. It looks like edible glitter is in here.
Nice.
And he smiles. The alcohol of champions. Whoever can survive 3 rounds. And you see she smile. Ooh, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And
I've already cured myself of poison at this point. I'm like,
yep.
Damn.
And he looks and he spills. Anything. And you're disqualified. And you watch as everybody grabs their cup. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, drink! Roll a con save.
Oh, nope.
Skull is unfortunate, and this is the Jeopardy round, the double Jeopardy round, so no save for you as you drink it and you fall over, passed the fuck out.
There goes his
To be fair, he may have drank more than me. I could have gone for another round if I didn't drop the fucking tankard in my mouth.
Still wins.
Fair point.
Skull, you've passed out.
Bing bong.
And as you're laying there, unconscious, you're very warm. It feels very nice. However, it's now down to the last 4. 3, 2, 1, drink it! And they all... Ugh. You see the female dwarf, like... And she turns, and it's gone. It's all gone. And everybody, spew, 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 spew!
I don't think I would have survived that one. That fucking probably was a DC 23.
He then looks, 3, 2, 1, drink! And everyone drinks. And you see that the Goliath and then the dwarf look at each other for a minute, and then the dwarf's eyes cross, and he falls out of his seat, just boom, and kicks the table up while he's at it.
How many glasses can I catch?
Well, slide a hand check.
Wait, how many? So how many people just went down with me?
Nobody.
Oh, okay. So I was the only one that failed first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The female dwarf failed second shot, and then the third shot was failed by the runner-up from last year. He is now third place this year. And the Goliath woman, she looks... Sudden death drink. Bring us another one. And you see the official, and she, yeah. And he nods, I've got something special for you. And he walks over, and he pulls out these 2 frothy tankards of this milk liquid, and he sets it down. Fermented whale milk. And everybody goes, ooh.
And then there's me over here, who's been on the sea for quite a number of years. Whales don't produce milk.
They do, the male ones.
That ain't milk, honey. You ever wonder why the sea's so salty?
And also, you are wrong. Whales produce milk. It is literally how they feed their young. Whales are mammals. All mammals produce milk.
They are mammals. Yeah.
Show me the tit on a fucking whale.
I mean, I can show you a whale feeding its. I can show you a picture of a whale feeding its young. Hold on.
How about you don't and say you did?
It's not bad at all.
I'd rather not see marine biology tonight.
Pussy.
I mean, I could just send you a video.
Please don't. I don't trust the videos that you might send me.
Well, for anyone else curious, it's in the Discord chat under art and other fun stuff.
Emil's gonna be so confused.
It literally says whale feeding. Anyway, but
I'm actually kind of curious. It's the exact same video I was gonna send.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see the Goliath grab hers. I will beat you, cat. You're not the first to tell me that. And she just, and you watch as they both chug, chug, chug.
You know, I have a feeling that the only way that she will ever lose is if she spills.
And
well, I mean, we've seen her pass out drunk before.
I've seen her pass out drunk with the damn bottle still in her mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's
the thing. One of the rules was specifically passing out disqualifies you.
Indeed, it does.
I think, however, I think it's going to be easier for her to lose balance and spill than passing out. Because now she's focused. She's on a mission.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she has a higher dexterity than I do.
And you watch as they both finish it, and the Goliath woman just stares. And there's like a solid 3 minutes of nothing happening, and the official like walks over and like puts waves in front of her face.
Gladys, how cold.
He then like lifts up her arm, and it just thunk to the table. She's out. The winner.
I'd like to go.
To no
I'd like to
one's
go and check the
surprise.
Goliath. I'd like to go and check the Goliath for a pulse.
Yeah, roll medicine check. But he literally looks to the crowd. I mean, yeah, she probably has a pulse. You're like pretty sure. You're like a 5 out of 10 sure.
Well,
But-
she's still alive.
But the crowd,
I
like,
think.
the crowd is just sad, as many of them lost big sums of money, and you watch as the winner, to no one's surprise, for the 3rd year running, is she of Cops. And she stands, and she strikes a victory pose, and then proceeds to fall backwards, and just.
All right, I'm gonna carry she. I'm gonna carry she back to the ship.
I'm guessing one of them.
You actually watch as Tobias jumps up on the stage and, what am I going to do with you? The golden chalice, please. She will be thirsty when she wakes.
Mhm.
And they hand him the chalice, and he smiles. Thank you. He then looks to you, Valak.
You want-
I've got this. I've got this.
You
And
sure?
he nods as he points at her, mutters something, and you watch as she just lifts into the air.
Right, I forgot you can do that.
I am magic.
So am I, but even I can't do that.
I do have more magic than you. It would be unusual.
point.
And with that, he
Well,
literally just grabs. It's almost like she's a balloon. He grabs her by the tail and gently pulls her along with the levitate spell.
I kind of look over at Skull, who's still passed the fuck out.
Yep.
And then start dragging him.
However, as you start dragging him, you watch as a Festus priest comes over. Mind if I help your friend there?
Before or after I wake his ass up by tossing him in the drink?
Well, I was going to say before, I wouldn't recommend tossing him in the drink. He won't wake up.
All right, then before.
He nods as he pulls out this little packet. He mutters some words over it, and then rubs it really fast in his hands, and then opens it underneath Skull's nose as he casts
Fucking
Lesser
smelly
Restoration. And Skull, you wake up like a fucking adrenaline junkie, just
As he screams awake, I'm going to basically hurl him into the lake.
As
Roll-
I'm being thrown, I would like to grab him with my tentacles to drag him using the momentum.
both of you roll athletics checks.
Fuck.
Hey, Valor, you're going in too.
Hey, you know what? I'm still conscious.
Yeah. And you both hit the drink. Splash!
Hey,
After
at least I'm wearing-
your crew has gone over the sidewalk.
Hey, at least my
Oh,
armor's
man.
designed for the water now.
Truth.
What am I gonna do with you now? I don't know, call somebody to help me carry them to the ship? Because we're halfway in, right? I mean, through the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're halfway there, but again, they are no longer drunk. They've both been cured of their
Oh, okay.
drunkenness.
Mine was self-cured.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy enough.
But yeah, they're both pulling themselves
That is
out of the
nice.
drink. And
Good job. Just eat something with a piece of bread. That's going to help, putting that alcohol out of your blood.
Yeah, we're good.
Are
You
you
don't
sure?
have to worry about the hangover. Magic is an
Does
amazing
that
thing.
thing look nasty?
Look, I mean, I'm immune to poison,
Okay.
and I mean, the only one that we really needed to worry about was the damn squid that passed out. To which
Of
I concede defeat, sir. I may have beaten you if I didn't drop the damn tankard in my mouth.
Still was a great competition. So what's next?
Uh,
Up next
we
is
have-
the pie eating competition.
the pie eating competition. I'm just looking real quick at like, I have to like pat myself down, and then I have realized, fucking, I still don't have a jacket. I need to get a jacket so I can have a fucking pocket watch. Anyways, we should have time for the pie eating competition.
Didn't you
obviously.
order
I'm
one?
gonna-
Like, wasn't that a thing you
I
did
did-
here in Veraki?
I did not order a jacket. I ordered the armor. I
Oh,
haven't
right,
ordered
right,
a jacket yet.
There was talks about him doing it, but
Never got around to it.
reason we never got around to it.
Right.
I kind of like, I look at the after and I'm like, get fucked for the pie eating competition.
What do you mean?
Man likes pies.
He does.
Uh-huh.
He does like pies. That is a thing you do
I
know.
enjoy a good pie too.
Shut up.
And I mean, like,
Hi.
you, not the kind of pie we're talking about.
May not have been the kind of pie we were talking about, but it was definitely the kind of pie he was thinking of.
Yeah, that's definitely the pie he was thinking of. Anyways, yeah, no, Thok likes pies, and he could out-eat everyone at that table.
Okay.
And maybe get Scram over there.
That sounds
Scram deserves some pie.
profitable.
And sure enough, you're able to find Thok pretty easy. Mostly because him and Tiny Sensei are seeming to enjoy the festivale, and they're actually headed
Mhm.
to the pie eating competition already.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very good.
as you get there, there is there's a table all set out, and as the table is set out, there is there's an official, and as the official, he kind of looks at everybody signing up, and he seems to be signing them up for one of two events. There is either the savory pies or the sweet pies.
I'd like to go for the apple bobbing.
No apple
Ooh.
bobbing,
Why?
mostly because you didn't roll that event.
Fair point.
I literally have a list of over 100 events here. Like, I've been
Yeah, I
making
guess
a
we-
list.
Over
Like,
100 events, no one.
Checking
Literally.
it, pie.
I mean, woke up, had drink. Skull, you want to go for a bite?
I could go for a bite.
Let's go for a bite. Yeah, dude, you want to go for a bite?
Or what? To participate in this competition?
I mean, it's free food.
Yeah. I mean, I hoped it was like a sushi eating competition, but I'll be pie.
I mean, I'm sure they have a few sushi pies, if you ask nicely.
No,
So yeah. No.
they do not. Sorry.
Sushi burritos, maybe.
You're pie.
Isn't
Peop-
sushi coming to roll? Isn't it already a burrito?
What? No.
So technically, it's
We're
no
not doing the technicalities of food construction around here. That's not a thing we're doing.
It stops being a burrito when they cut it the way they do.
Moving the fuck on. We're not doing that.
Hey, no, we were doing that in character. Don't even.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you all.
You will. You just tried to do it with alcohol poisoning. It didn't work out so well, did it?
If it makes you feel better, I almost fell over in my chair like 5 minutes ago.
That doesn't make me feel any better because you didn't successfully fall over.
I can't successfully fall over. If I fall over, I'm going down the fucking stairs.
Well, there you go.
Push.
I'm not even fucking joking. There's a set of stairs behind me.
What?
Granted, it's like it's 4 feet. Well, I'm on the second floor landing. My second roommate decided to inhabit my office, so I had to move the office to the second floor landing.
Oh, fair enough. Wait, second roommate? Oh, I didn't know you had like more than one roommate. I'm
Hey,
fair enough.
How do you
though.
think I make it? How do you think I make ends meet?
I mean, fair enough. I just didn't
mean,
know.
we wouldn't judge you for working the corner.
Okay, I do not have the body to work the corner.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
Bro, you've seen my body type, and I've worked the corner.
Motherfucker, I don't even know what the hell you look like.
That is not true. You forgot what he looks like, sure, but he's been on camera.
Maybe once or twice, and he's only on for maybe, what, 2 minutes? Max? Every time?
Excuses. But anyway.
Excuses? I don't pay attention to you motherfuckers.
I know. We know. You don't love us like you used to.
Bold of you to assume I loved you in the first place.
Wow.
Oof.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Wolfenstein will remember this.
Yeah, Wolfenstein will remember this, and you will be cut. Cut you.
Well,
But,
please do.
Let me put it this way. I weigh 324 pounds, and I'm 6'2".
Nice.
God, you weigh more than me?
But I weigh more than both of you. Shut the fuck up. It's not a competition, and I've lost 20 pounds, damn it.
Hey, look, I treat you guys like I treat any woman. I never ask your age and never ask your weight.
I don't know that that's... Anyway, moving right the fuck along.
Before I get fucking killed by all the
Right.
women that are fucking viewers.
Yeah, right?
I can feel the laser targeting me as we speak.
I can show you the... but... So, sweet or savory? Your choice. Falk has signed up for the savory. Because he's hoping for meat pies.
I look over at Skull and I'm like, did we have breakfast today?
No, we haven't eaten anything since we got up.
So do you really think we should start the day with a dessert instead of a breakfast pie?
Worst case scenario, it comes back up and it tastes better than most of the things that'll come back up.
Fair point. Flip a coin then?
Flip a coin.
Heads savory, tails sweet.
I think if we want any chance of winning, we should just go for sweet. But sweet doesn't always feel good in the morning.
Fair point. So heads, tails, heads, tails, or heads.
Let's say
savory?
heads gives us savory and tails gives us sweet.
All right.
Speaking of which, my coin toss came up.
That's a D2 for rolling.
Yeah,
You're shitting
technically.
me. Well,
No,
you
I actually brought up a coin flip and it came up as heads.
Okay. Well, heads was savory, right?
Yep.
All right.
We're
Two for the
going
savory.
against Thok.
2 for the savory against the big man.
All right, Niafta. Are you going... What kind of pies are you going for?
Thin crust.
Sweet or savory are your options, darling.
Oh gosh darn it.
We're not talking pizza pies either.
Savory.
I'm sorry, say that one more again?
Savory.
Savory.
All right, so 4 members
for
of the
savory
Vessies, four crew of the Vessies Mercy. Oh, by the way, She of Cups is technically on your crew, so you gain 5 street cred for her finishing first in the drinking competition.
Ooh, man.
Shit. Actually, wouldn't that be a negative because she won against the people's like wishes? I guess.
No,
I mean, it's still like people still have to be impressed by it.
Yeah, she's still
guess.
badass.
They're just upset because they lost
Like,
money.
just badass for extension.
Okay. Well, we're currently at street cred 10. What's
Okay.
the max for street? What's the max for street cred?
wouldn't you like to know?
I would actually. I want to know how close we are.
You're not.
Damn.
Damn it.
I think we're only 10% there, boys and lady.
We're not legends. We're better than mere gossip.
Hey, no. We're legends.
On the main.
We are legendary at doing stupid shit and somehow managing to survive.
That's probably true.
You have to remember, every proper legend started with humble beginnings.
I'm a bard that made it to captain.
Yep, you are a bard who somehow became the captain of a ship.
Hey, she's very charismatic.
Well,
Despite
yeah.
me probably having a
There
higher
you go.
charisma score than her.
All right. So, are you ready, boys? Well, too bad, because we're going.
Okay.
The first pie is a eel pie. Dun, dun, dun.
Now you
Yum.
are.
And now, roll it. Constitution check.
Oh wait, my character sheet's not loading. Fuck.
No Constitution check there, Skull.
Yeah,
Not
check
save
not
this
safe.
time because we're not.
Yep, my prop's wrong button.
How dare you?
13.
Okay.
Question for you:
No.
Is there a way? Is there a way that I can basically eat this entire pie in one go?
Well, yeah. I thought that's what you were doing. You were unhinging your jaw and just stuffing it in there.
I was gonna say fold it in half, then
Oh,
unhinge
really?
the jaw and then slide it down like a big old
I
calzone.
technically ate a baby elephant.
What
Say
about
that
a baby
one more.
elephant?
Say that one more again.
The dollar
Fancy.
being a giant snake can technically eat a baby elephant.
Oh, well.
Technically, yeah.
So
Except
that's
for the
why
fact
it's for the
my
little prince.
jaw don't unhinge that bad.
He's lying. It's gonna
You
eat
never
the whole
tested.
world.
Look,
Okay. Here's
I
my
guarantee that
constitution.
nobody is into that kind of thing.
You'd be surprised.
I was gonna say,
I would be.
vor is definitely a thing.
I am aware, but I am not into that. And I guarantee that some people are definitely not into that.
Oh yeah, a
Yes,
lot of
but
people
there's
are.
a large community that is into it.
It's okay though.
Moving on, before that becomes an entirely different can of worms that we don't want to open. We're
Whose
currently
cans
I
of
mean,
dealing
I
with
like
worms?
opening
eel pie.
cans of worms. It's how you go fishing.
I prefer to use cheese. Catfish like cheese.
I use WD-40.
Why?
Fish oil in the WD-40.
There is fish oil in it. That is actually a good point.
Oh, I don't know. So the first pie, you know,
Mhm.
there's no challenge here. It's actually a very delicious pie, all things considered.
Mhm.
Very, very good pie.
Mhm.
Savory, and it does actually have like a tiny bit of sweetness to it, but that's not off-putting.
Is there a
Alright,
bit of a
most-
shock
most-
to it? Because I want to know what kind of eel I'm eating. Am I eating electric eels, or are we just eating like standard river eels?
No, just standard river eels.
Damn it.
Well, except they're called canal eels.
I guess they would be called canal eels here.
Indeed. The next pie.
So wait, if you catch a canal eel in Italy, does that become a canali?
Wow, you stretched for that one.
You did.
Yeah,
That was
I
bad. That was bad even by my standards.
You're bad by my standards. There.
Never said I was good by anyone's standards.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Roll another Constitution check there, Nyafta.
Another one?
We're gonna be rolling a lot of them.
Yep.
Damn, she's eating better than both of us.
Nice. All right, and roll again.
Jokes on us. She's sleight of handing that shit because she's part rogue.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Nyafta.
damn it.
I mean,
Roll a Constitution save,
I could.
Nyafta.
Mhm.
Spew. Never mind.
she
keeps it
manages-
down.
Manages to hold it down.
Just a very uncomfortable burp.
Yep. And now roll again.
Mhm.
Constitution check for everybody. This is a minced meat pie. Unfortunately, you get through this pie and you're like, no more.
And she's out.
Yeah.
Tiny lady
Meanwhile-
with a tiny stomach.
Meanwhile, Thok just like gently like pats your back with one massitive finger
Mm-hmm.
because he's trying to be
Mhm.
gentle. It's okay, Captain. I avenge
Mhm.
you against the pies.
I
Yeah.
picture him picking up what's left of her pie and just. Oh,
Pretty much.
Probably.
Also, you notice they come in pie tins. Buck has no tins.
Now that tracks.
And they bring out another pie.
I kind of just before I eat this one, I'm like, do we get extra points for eating the tins?
No. I don't know
Damn.
why he's eating my pie tins. Says the chef, like, thoroughly pissed off.
I gotta look over at Thok.
I'm
Sir,
gonna be
Crunchy.
entirely
This man-
honest.
this man could eat a ship if you told him to.
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you here, sir. He quite literally ate a brick of tea because he thought it looked tasty.
We watched him do it.
What is with you freaks? Is your whole ship
And that-
full of freaks?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're fucking proud of it.
I love that Niasta's like face down, just, yep.
Yep. We're all just like, yeah, and we're fucking proud of it. And meanwhile, then I just unhinge my jaw, stretch, and like kind of take the tin, flip it upside down, tap, 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 and then just watch it drop.
And he just,
Every individual word has become a communal.
and Doc just, and just bites through the tin, the first bite, and then throws the rest of the pie in the second one. And he actually looks
Just-
down at Niafta. Can I still have her pies? He says, like, pointing down at her. And the guy's, like, looking. No. We gotta keep it fair. Oh. Can I have any pies that are left? Sure.
So,
Yes.
just because the chef decided to say we're all weirdos, not that I disagree with it, I'm gonna start sleight of handing all of my pie tins.
All right, sleight of hand, roll it. All right, yeah. Just enough. He's distracted
I'm
by
gonna-
Thok and his
Here's what
question
I'm-
about can I have more pies?
Okay, what are these pie tins made of? Are they like standard aluminum ones like we usually get in
So it's
IRL?
soft. It's a
Or is
soft
it-
metal. It's
Okay,
basically a
I-
really thin sheet of iron.
Can I roll dexterity to fold these into little origami things while I'm waiting for the next pie? Because everyone has to finish eating before we get to the next one.
That'd be
And
athletics.
That would be athletics?
Yes. Because you're folding the metal. Yeah. So
Oh,
you
that-
make a fucking swan out of this thing and set it down. And the guy's just...
Just-
Stop
Guy's,
damaging my
like, so
tins!
he's so pissed off. I'm like, well, I'm waiting for everyone else. I'm bored.
I'm sorry, we can't help it. We're weird.
We're weird.
He just brings out another round of pies. Roll another one.
We're pissing this guy off. I imagine everyone else is just confused by us.
Oh, everyone else... No, everyone else is thoroughly just like, huh? Valor, roll a Constitution save. Alright. Roll another
Alright,
one.
let's see.
Yep.
Making the pie tin disappear.
Yep.
Trying to fold this one too. Nope. Crumpled that one into a ball.
You didn't even do that. You tried, and this one is made of sterner stuff, as you just can't seem to make it fold or break or bend.
It kind of makes that that like wibbly noise when you grab one of those thin little sheets. That
Yep.
12. Don't think I'm making this one.
Nope. So roll another save there, Valor. Skull, you roll a save too there.
10. Don't think I'm making that one either.
Nope.
Yeah,
So then-
Valor, you're just like,
I'm
and
like, nope, wait. I'm done.
and Skull, you make the pie disappear, or rather the pie tin, but you leave half the pie just on the table.
Basically, like, wave a hand over it, the pie tin's gone, but the pie's there.
Yep.
Basically.
Nobody knows how the fuck that happened, but it did. And then
Even the chef's just like chef is just pissed off. Like you can see veins probably throbbing in his forehead. Like
you actually
Let's
note
see, so that's-
that Thok is now getting Thok in an effort to save his pythons. They serve Thok a pie on a plate. Granted, the plate is made of wood, but still, they serve the pie on a plate, and he just lifts the plate and slides the pie into his mouth.
and then I'm just waiting really quickly, like, and any second now, he's gonna eat the plate.
Nope, he just tosses it behind him. And
Holy shit.
the guy's like, and he's like, the fuck, dude? And he just walks away, and Thok just, yum, yum.
Oh, I have officially added 3 pythons to my inventory.
All right, you have 3 pythons.
I'm not adding my success failure, and I'm not even attempting the last one because I'm doubled over in like food coma.
Thok reaches
We're
over
gonna get
and
back to
grabs the 2 half-eaten pies that you guys didn't finish, and just, And
Okay,
he
At
just,
this point, how many people are left by the
it
time
is
we get to
Thok
this
and
particular
one other
point?
person, and they eat about 40 more pies between them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And
Is it the
finally,
fucking Goliath?
no. Funnily enough, this person is he's from the new book. He's a Karakoan. He's a crab person. But he's huge. Like he is of a size with Thok.
Question for you. Like, obviously, there's people going around double checking and making sure that nobody's cheating. But is there a way that we could tell if that crab is cheating?
So as you look at the crab, he's literally like he's opening his mandibles and like using it like a shovel to shovel it into his mouth. Kind of like how Chinese people eat rice when they lift the bowl right up to their mouth and like scoop
And then just go
scoop it in
down
with
on
the
it?
scoop it in with the chopsticks. Yeah, he's basically
no,
doing
that's
that
great.
just with his mandibles and his mouth as he lifts the pie tin and just literally uses his little mandibles to shovel food into his gaping little mouth. And it's working. Like he's not as fast as Thok, but he is managing to get through the pies. And finally they each are brought a huge pie. Like this is an extra large pie. To the traditional large pizza pie size, but as a, actual like savory traditional meat pie. Which huge. And the guy finally, here! The Karakoan presses his head down and yum, 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 yum. And Thok, he just takes massive handfuls. And then again, as he goes to pick up the tin, the guy grabs it. No! Don't eat that!
I just actually, like, I'm watching, like, how far is he by this point?
Oh,
About halfway through this big pie?
no, Thok is like probably 3/4 of the way done with this big pie.
So wait,
I kind of scream over the commotion because I imagine people are cheering, and I'm like, "Fuck! Bet you can't finish yours and then try to finish his."
Let's roll something for Thok. And Thok just Thok just shoots up and pushes the chef and, oh yeah! Yeah! And he enters rage as he grabs the pie tin, folds it like a burrito, or like folds it like an omelet, and just shoves it into his mouth. He then walks over to the Karakoan, who like looks up, give it, and he like leans back, grabs that one, folds it like an omelet, and just. He then proceeds to eat the table. As you watch him rip parts of the table off and just.
I'm gonna have such a stomachache later, but goddamn, that was worth it.
you take 2 points of damage, Valor, as Cade walks over and kicks you in the back of the head.
I'm like, yeah, I deserve that.
And
I'll lesser restoration him later. I'll make sure that he's okay.
And he just walks up as Thok is like halfway through the table, and he literally just walks up Thok's back. Like he's, just like someone would walk down the street, just walks up Thok's back, stands on his shoulders, and just whack on the very top of his head. And Thok just stops. Like frozen, mid chunk of wood in his mouth and in his hand, and just.
Since they just hit fucking reset.
And Cade just put it down. Thok drops it. And it's kind of slimy because it was halfway in his mouth. Apologize to the captain for making a scene. And he walks over and, sorry, Captain.
Pick me up and put me on the chair.
He picks you up, he puts you on a chair.
Actually, you know what? I can see like Nyapta's like Black Widow to Thok's Hulk.
A little bit. But Cade just kind of looks down at the official. He'll take second. The Karakoan can take first. But you ate his pie. You cheated.
No.
Really? You finished his
Why would
pie
you do
first.
You see, Doc, someone yelled at me that I couldn't do it and bet me I couldn't, so I had to, but fine. I take second then. What do I get? And the guy just kind of, you're gonna get like 10 gold and 10 pies you could take home with you? I accept those terms. And he walks over.
While the chef is distracted, I'm just gonna steal a few more pythons.
Sleight of hand. With advantage.
I think you rolled it already. 19.
Nice.
Okay, so we got 10 gold.
Yep, 10 gold, and Thok has 10 pies. A combination of sweet and savory.
How many more? So how many more of these pythons have I nabbed?
4.
Fucking Christ! What are you gonna do with those pythons?
Don't fucking worry about it.
What do we get for street cred for this?
So you win 3 street cred. However, there is now a rumor that Thok isn't actually a living creature. He's an automaton that you guys have somehow put skin over in like this really horrific, creepy fashion to disguise the fact that he is not an automaton.
If anyone comes up to me while we're walking with Thok and says, "Hey, that's the automaton," I'm gonna punch them in the face without hesitation, unless they're a child. In which case, I will calmly explain that he is not an automaton and he does bleed like everyone else.
I will punch their parents for not teaching them better.
I will punch their parents. I love it. I will punch their parents. That's funny shit.
I will punch their parents for not teaching them better. Oh,
that's beautiful.
I will explain to the children while Nyapta is calmly beating them in the background.
Yeah.
Dragged into a back alley and beat the shit out of.
I'm just imagining this little bar woman just like backhanding him back and forth. No better ass fucking parents, you sons of bitch.
But with that, ooh, hold on. Ooh, got a little dizzy there. Sorry, I realized I haven't eaten today.
You should probably.
Yeah, should probably go do that. Considering I've also worked out today, I should probably go eat.
Hey, you want to take a 5-minute break and get something to eat?
It's gonna be longer than that, but so you guys win that, get the street cred for it, and you now know that it's getting close to the time for the Feast of Fools, and that is going to be a whole episode in and of itself because I have so much chicanery planned for that.
But I'm full of pie.
Yeah. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to cut it here early just so I can go eat because I do have a professional game to run after this and won't really have time between.
Actually, it's not even really cutting it early. This is actually about the time we usually do. It's a little, around 2 hours.
Well, again, you know, I try to go to 10, but, you know, don't always make it.
Hey, it's fine, man. Like, you got shit you got to do.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I have been your Master of the Seas, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and of course, I couldn't do this without my fantastic cast of characters. To my immediate right, we have Mr. Crowlot playing Skull, our Octo Ranger.
I am now the proud owner of 7 Pythons.
We don't know what he's going to do with them yet. He's going to do something with them, but we don't know what.
Direct- Yep. Directly beneath him, we have Valor, our Snake Boy Paladin, played by Vex.
I still don't like this. I exist here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. I can't babysit a bunch of heathens.
I mean, you know, you can murder the heathens in the name of the Emperor. All hail the God Emperor
Sorry.
Man.
Sorry, but we only support the blood god here.
Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god.
Corn for the cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
Me and Crow sharing one brain cell.
I'm an Ortho Discovery Paladin. I will discover what your blood type is.
Yes, brain shell. We are in Vodari, damn it. It is one brain shell.
Run one brain shell.
And last, but certainly not least, is the ever lovely Laura playing Niafta, the captain of the Vessi's Mercy. And with that, take us out, Captain.
Yeah. I was just going to show me the laxity or something. Too much pie. But that's okay.
It was delicious, though.
Good food. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And
well,
with
like that was the Seas of Vodari for today, everyone.
yes, indeed. And thank you all so much for watching. I really couldn't do it without you. And until next time, please stay healthy, my friends.
And remember, everyone, it doesn't take a lot to make someone's life a hell of a lot better. So get out there and spread happiness like it's a virus. See you next time, patients.
Yeah.
All right.